Anyway, DJ I know on a personal level because we were the first two students really at the GSW school. And we kind of took to each other right away because this has been the bane of my existence in the locker room, is that we look alike.
Similar size.
We have similar traits.
Red hair. Yeah.
And everybody, no matter where I go, if I'm in a locker room, they always call me DJ. So I don't know if they call him Joe or if they actually get his name right.
His dad's Paul Bear.
Yeah, but I don't care because his dad is Paul Bear. But when I first started training, Percy, and to this day will tell you that him and I would make an awesome tag team because we resemble, and we're both big guys. It's just right now, I mean, I feel bad for the kid because he's got so much personal demons in his life that he needs to get fixed and situated before he even thinks about getting back into the ring. And I'm saying this to Daniel as a brother, you know, I worry about him. And, you know, like you say, he's got tons of potential. And put it down.
Bad. Tons of potential.
He's got tons of potential, but he just got so much stuff in his personal life that's just hindering it right now. And that's my opinion. If I'm wrong, brother, prove me wrong. I mean, I love you to death, but man, they got to be able to flow, you know.
I don't know anything about his personal life.
I'll sound flow.
But
next name's Red Anderson.
Red Anderson, the Enforcer.
We can do an hour just on that.
Yeah, he sucks at life.
He steals money from charity. Not Tootie, she's a ring announcer over in AWF in Mobile. But
You're not the person charity.
no.
Well, I'm not going to say any of that stuff because I don't know that for a fact. I've never
No,
seen
but
him
no, but
steal
seriously
anything.
though, Red, I've kept my mouth shut for a long time on account of what my position was at Ultimate, and it's just one of those things that I was preaching before.
Hellfire Goblin.
Where you keep your mouth shut, even if you don't like what you're dealing with, especially when it's the booker of the show.
Sure.
Terrible.
Yeah, awful. Awful ring work.
And for him to say that he had a hand in bringing me to my level was a slap in my face more than anything, because I'm very proud. Yeah. You know, anybody here can tell you I'm very proud of where I come from as far as my training goes, and I am in no way under any tutelage of Red the Enforcer Anderson, the guy who came and come up with an original name.
And he said that Ole Anderson said he could be an Anderson.
Yeah, I don't even think Ole Anderson knew who he was.
And he used to say that me and Danny Rowland trained him, and I cut that shit out real quick when I heard somebody say that.
Nintendo trained him.
And then he says, like,
Gibson?
the story changes every year.
Whoever will buy the lie that week.
Yeah.
I heard that Vince sent him down here to save the Indies.
I heard he had a tryout with TNA.
No, he
didn't go.
He didn't go because they didn't pay him or something?
Yeah,
They wanted him to make his octagon.
Yeah, his story for that was that TNA called him, Monty Warbucks?
Yeah, him and Monty as hell.
And wanted them to come down for a tryout, but he turned them down because they weren't going to pay him. Coming from my point of view, if TNA were to call Joe Gibson right now and say, hey man, we like you enough to have you down here for a tryout.
Shit, yeah.
We can't guarantee we'll pay you. I'll say you don't even have to worry about that. Just the opportunity to try out is good enough for me. Because that's, right now, one of the tops. I mean...
Plus, looking at his work, they wouldn't.
No, and we knew that was a lie when he told us anyway.
There's so many fucking
and if he was working
people
for
who
Vince
just
the whole
lie.
time,
He was just lying.
Why do you live in a trailer with no power for 3 weeks?
And no water.
And no running water.
Wow. I didn't know it was going to go that far.
No,
He sucks.
What's he going to do? Come out here and shoot on me? I mean, him and his tumors on his back and... No, the guy's got, you know, and I'll go ahead and say this, being as green as I am, and, you know, I probably shouldn't say this, I don't have a place to say it.
Yes, you do.
But that guy has no respect for this business at all. None at all.
I just want to wear my belt. It's my company. I should have the belt at least once.
Yeah, and, you know, and I don't throw this word around much either, but he's just a stupid mark who marks out only for himself.
Did you hear them? They love me.
Yeah, he's a heel out there signing autographs.
And here's the thing, by the way, folks. Like Mr. Internet and Gargoyle those guys cheered for the Hellfire Club, like for Red, and as a joke, because they thought it was funny, and he thought they really liked him.
Well, they liked one member of the Hellfire Club.
Okay.
Caesar was good.
I'm not, Caesar, yeah, he carried the entire faction.
He was a god.
He's a man god.
I've carried Reds through so many fucking matches, it's awful.
That's why your back's out right now.
Probably. That's why I'm so beat up, trying to carry Red.
And it's disgusting.
Just terrible. Just awful. What you got there?
Come on, Nick.
I think Red is a nice.
You gonna pull Jerry on us now?
I don't think he meant anybody any ill will.
No,
I just think he
I wouldn't go that far.
came in thinking that he was as good as everybody else, and like
that guy
maybe
had his head so far up his ass about wrestling.
I just didn't get
to
it.
the point, as green as I am, I was insulted.
Yeah.
You know, if for me to have my only ticket into Ultimate Wrestling at that time so I can be with my buddies was to be a member of the Hellfire Club, a group that when I used to go to the PWA, I used to laugh at because they were the fat guys they threw in a group. And,
And it's
they
a Marvel
were
comic trademark.
If we had Emma Frost in that group, I would sign up in a heartbeat. But I don't see that happening.
Well, and then the thing is in the comics, the Hellfire Club was a group of big-time socialites and like really classy people.
Yeah, they weren't.
And then they had the White
They
Queen.
weren't a guy with teeth rotting out of his head and smell like moose piss.
Specifically moose piss? I just thought it was a general urine.
I figure moose piss is the strongest piss you'll find.
Just because it comes from a moose.
But I don't think his
Moose piss.
I don't think he came from a negative place. I think over the year, like he came in and everybody ribbed him and fucked with him and shit on him because he wasn't good. But he thought that he was just being, hazed or what have you, like we all went through. But then as it went on, like other people who came up with him, people respected and what have you. But because he just didn't have a clue and wasn't good, people kept fucking with him. And I think he took that, disrespect and what have you, and it kind of made him. But the bottom line is he's just awful. Awful person. Awful in the ring.
I would say, above all else, we're better off now. Now that the book has been passed along into better hands.
To someone besides Reiner. And even when he was the booker, he really,
Once Kyle stepped in, it was good, but even then you could see...
Oh, God, we'd have a run-in every match.
Before Kyle took over.
Before Kyle, I was coming back in for my match.
Well,
don't go anywhere. We got a run-in next. For what?
But
we're out there running in on Gothica.
Because the Hellfire Club had to be in every segment of the show.
I mean, even Dion and Cindy refer to that one as the Joe Show.
Actually, Percy coined that, and Dion and Cindy ran with that. And that was
Yeah.
the Joe Show because that was my debut, wasn't it?
It was the one after your
One
debut.
after that where I had a match, opening match, squashed two guys, actually three guys.
Yeah, that was
They got pinned by Flex. And then we had 3 run-ins after that where I was consistently out there. And it took Percy sitting down saying, look, if you're building this guy to be one of your big guys in the company, you can't oversaturate him every match.
Yeah.
If he's got a match later on in the card, he should not come out till that match. And it got to the point where I had to do business for myself. And he'd say, well, we got a run-in. No, I got a main event match.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm semi-main. Save that.
Or let me run to the bathroom real quick.
Like,
and just not
you
go
and
out
Caesar
there.
go run and play, and I'll be hanging out, going over my match. Doing something to help perfect my craft, rather than just run out there and throwing boots and listen to a god awful promo every 10 minutes.
You know what's bad is that I'll have to think of Red Anderson for the rest of my life because we were training at the PWA school, and of all things, he was going down to go for a cover on me in training, not even in front of a crowd, and smashed my hand, and now it does the funny weird thing. So now every time that happens, I think of Red Anderson.